Hey YouTube, Royce here. Thanks so much for checking out this video today. And as you can see behind me, we'll be playing Ahri Kennen today. Now, I should give a little bit of a disclaimer here. On this channel so far, we have usually been playing at the highest Fringe Tier 1, but usually Tier 2 and 3 decks. I just think sometimes they're more interesting, and they're less visible on ladder, they're less visible from other YouTubers, so I just want to keep it spicy, and I want to keep giving you guys new interesting content. However, I have to say, I have really enjoyed playing against Ahri Kennen whenever I faced the deck. And that is really not always true against the top deck in the meta, so I really wanted to give it a try myself. We're playing the Shurima version of this deck for a very particular reason, and I'm going to go ahead and switch off of LOR real quick and open Chrome here to show you my reasoning for that. We are playing the Shurima version just because of the matchups that it has against the meta. So we can see here that the Shadow Isles version, which plays Gohard, the Gohard version has sort of more even matchups across the board. It doesn't have like a 29% matchup against spiders and such. So the worst matchup for Shadow Isles is Scouts. But the thing is, we've been facing a lot of Scouts. We have not been facing a lot of Ahri Kennen, so it's okay that we lose in the mirror. And we've been facing a lot of Pantheons. We want to beat that. Basically, yeah, in our current very local Platinum 2 to Platinum 1 meta, we're facing a lot of mid-range, so we want to be combating mid-range and play the Shurima variant. So that'll do it for the deck intro, y'all. Hopefully you enjoy these games, even though this is a Tier 1 meta deck. It's a really big brain deck, which I think is the kind of deck I usually try to go for. If a deck has a very linear game plan, I tend to get bored of it pretty quickly, whether I'm winning or losing. So I think we're going to enjoy this today, and thanks so much for watching. A like on the video, a subscription, a comment, all of those things help me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you'd like to see these games live, go ahead and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/RoyceGaming. I stream every weekday. All right, I will see you next time, and enjoy the highlights. Later. I'm on Plat 2 ADLP. Ooh, what if I got Diamond today? What if I got Diamond? It would be 6 XS wins. This is the best deck, but it's hard to play, you know? Alright, Mono Pantheon. We beat Pantheon with this particular list. But this deck is it's kind of scary. We'll see how we do. So, Pantheon, they don't have a 1-mana removal tool. Mono Pantheon is going to play Saga Seeker, so I think we're looking for, like... Alright, well, we're looking for Mourned, we're looking for Kennen. I don't think we keep this stuff. I think we just hard mulligan for some, to get some units going. Alright, there's a Mourned right there.
Peace is a trail painted with blood.
Okay. But what are we afraid of here? We're afraid of, Sharp Sight, right? Sharp Sight here would actually kill my copy of the Mourned. That's awkward. They are in Demacia. Do we make them have it? That's the question. There's no reason not to play it here. Let's pass. Let's see them trigger their Saga Seeker. If they don't, their Pantheon's going pretty slow. Let's see you throw away that Sharp Sight. Chain Vest. Okay, cool. So Chain Vest means that we are allowed to swing with the Mourned here. We've got this Homecoming here, which is very nice against some big threats. Do we replay our Mourned here? I don't see a great reason to. We're going to want to be banking some spell mana anyway. One reason, too, is if we wanted to God-Willow Seedling on the defense. We did already have one, so that could have been an option. Okay, they're below single. That's nice. Unfortunately, this Ahri isn't doing much. I don't think we homecoming yet. Let's take this damage. Go here. So they're still at just one target. Okay. So here's a question. I didn't bring this up in the intro. Do I God-Willow Seedling the Mourned? Potentially. Potentially.
Nature does not mourn. I will.
We're really getting up there with this Ahri. The lack of droplet is preventing us from cycling much. It is what it is. Okay, we don't have Nopify for that. That's unfortunate. They're still on Sharp Sight, unfortunately. So I think I have to let this go off. We'll homecoming it later. We can homecoming it later. They're now on 2 Pantheon targets. Let's use this God-Willow. We'll double swing with Elusives. Do I want to be blocking next round? I think we'll double swing with Elusives. I'm okay if they want a Sharp Sight block. They've already done a target this round. If they Sharp Sight block, they should probably use... I don't know which. I'm not sure. We don't have the Nopify yet for single combat. We're thinking about that. So there are 2 copies of the Mourned. Our Kennen is leveled as soon as we draw it. No Kinkou. Triple Twin Disciplines is kind of awkward. Okay, let's see them non-optimally buff one of these here. I think here we will homecoming. Potentially.
For those who do not.
Notably, we've got 9 damage in hand, 6 damage on board, so that's kind of lethal, sorta. Alright, there's that Sharp Sight. Kind of awkward for them. How are we doing on recalls? Are you going to single combat? Cataclysm? Now, do you respawn with single combat? That's fine. Well, no, it's not fine. If they have single here, that's rough, because that's going to mess up this Cataclysm, or that's going to mess up this homecoming. They're going to get the Cataclysm in. We'll see what happens. You don't have Nopify, unfortunately. Nice. Very good for us. So, now, Ahri is finished. We saw them just play a... Pantheon is not close to leveling. Let's hold back that copy of the Mourned for now. We want to use it as a soft pass, potentially. Let's see them redevelop. We just saw that Sharp Sight. Now, Sharp Sight is not so bad anymore. Okay, I call that a redevelopment. 3 mana. Do nothing right now. They really need single combat here. And even with single combat, they're not getting there. They need a single combat plus.
Now I hunt. Ahri.
So unfortunately, we have to
A dull companion.
pre-develop
Questions.
a Twin Disciplines here. So we've got 1 Twin Disciplines for offense, 1 for defense. They could actually single combat on whatever the thing is that's right next to Ahri. That's an option. So let's put Navori Conspirator right next to her so it's harder to break the chain. We might have to Twin Disciplines on offense for Ahri and Twin Disciplines on defense for whatever's next to her. Pretty unusual game here. No Kennens.
Stills your mind.
No droplets. No Kinkou Wayfinder. No... What is it? No Nopify. But thankfully the cards in this deck are pretty pretty flexible. I'm actually okay with that. The reason I'm okay with that is I still have lethal with Ahri at 6 power times 3. So I'll let this go through.
Let them chase me.
I don't have lethal, or, well, no. I think I'm not sure if they can do anything with 2 damage. Sharp Sight is not enough, or with 2 mana, excuse me. Sharp Sight is not enough. Single combat is not enough. Keeping our champions alive, more focused on just stabilizing the board. They ended up having Challenger anyway, so we weren't able to even have the choice of keeping like our Ahri and Kennen alive to try to level both of them. That wasn't an option. Okay, against this deck, they probably play Go Hard, so I think I avoid playing Kennen on 1, most likely. We still keep it though. What else are we looking for? We're looking for like Nopify, we're looking for Twin, I think. We're looking for Droplet. Kinkou Wayfinder is always good. Double Sign-In, not what we want to see. I'll take those other 2 cards back, please. Okay. Do they? Yeah, I think they play Go Hard. Pretty awkward. I think I'll pass again. I'll pass. See what they do. Okay, they could still have Go Hard, unfortunately. But now I can just get a free attack with Ahri, I guess. Playing it now means that they can't box. They should never block here. Now, our round 3 is a little awkward. We're still scared to play this Kennen. Recall would make that easier to stomach, as would...
What have we here?
See, do we block and get twinned? No, I think we just have to let this go. Unfortunately. We'll try to play this Droplet. It has a bigger payoff than the Kennen right now if we're able to recall it. Nice.
Time for a leap of faith.
Now next round we can replay the Droplet and Homecoming if we have to, although we don't really want to do that. I'd like to... Oh, Kinkou Wayfinder, absolutely. Alright, let's not hit the Absolver. Alright, cool. Popping off a little bit here. So, Ahri returns the Kennen. They might have Viego here. We've got Homecoming for the Viego, but anyway. Ahri returns the Kennen, Homecoming returns itself. We'll be at 3 recalls after all of that is said and done.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
2 steps into moonlight.
I guess we'll do this first.
I will mourn.
Let's offer this trade, I think.
Remember the plan.
Quietly now.
Light steps.
They've got a lot of heal coming down.
Who are you?
Alright, that's fine. Reduce some heal value. Do they twin this defensively to try to get more lifesteal? I'd be fine with that.
I see you there.
Okay.
What are you?
Do you... Okay, if you're going to twin defensively, you need to put this here.
More strange.
Yeah. Alright. Pretty good play. But now we're at the point where Ahri's kind of done her job for now. Well, we definitely spend one of these. Let's mark the... this cost reduction has already done its job, I think. Let's mark the lifesteal. Unfortunately, we can't replay a Kennen this round. Kennen is going to be at 3 out of 5 with just copies of himself. We also have this droplet if we want to go that route. And we've played a Mourned, so we have a very diversified Kennen level right now. We've got Nopify for the Go Hard now as well. That's nice. I think we're probably expecting to see a Viego. If they Viego for 5... Okay, we'll block here.
You call that sneaky?
Another twin. Okay. That's fine. So far, they're just not getting anything done. Are they trying to get a Viego down for like 2 and then still leave open a Vile Feast? That's possible.
I possess the secrets of Kinkou.
Let's starve them out of value. We still can Kennen Lightning Rush on this again, if we have to. Or Kennen Lightning Rush on this to prevent another glimpse, I mean.
I go back.
Alright, now we're allowed to play this droplet. Kennen's at 2. We could also God-Willow here. That's an option. I think I'd rather go a little bit wider. God-Willow plus Mourned is really nice. We've seen 2 twins, right? 2? Alright. I feel pretty good here. We could Mourned plus God-Willow plus Navori plus... You spent our Nopify. Okay, so we don't have Nopify anymore. So we could... Mourned plus God-Willow. I'd rather level this with Droplet. Okay, so we'll forget about the Mourn plus God-Willow play. Then we've got like Conspirator and Homecoming, I guess. A little less attractive, but let's draw.
There's always a way out.
Here they can probably play Viego and leave up Deny, depending on how much cost reduction they have. If they have just 1 cost reduction on it. This might also be a turn for Hydrovine. Okay, we'll replay this. We have God-Willow for it. We don't have God-Willow plus... we don't really need to protect it after a God-Willow is the nice thing. I think they want here to... They want to play around my Homecoming, I think. Well, it's Mourned.
I live for those who do not.
We'll swing in.
You can fight. Show me.
We're showing Deny mana, even though we don't have it. So do you... Alright, so they have the final one. We'll palm that. Or do we... Lightning Rush? Alright, so Lightning Rush is weaker if they have like a Vile Feast, because they can just prevent it. And then they also make this Kennen just fizzle. This Kennen in my hand just dies, because this champion spell doesn't do anything. Oh wow. Burning 6 mana. Okay. Yeah, denying that glimpse is really important. There's the Hydrovine. Okay, so we've got a whole turn to do stuff here. Specifically, we can use God-Willow on Droplet here. And we can Homecoming probably our Conspirator. And we're doing this to play around Vile Feast. There we go. Yeah, so we've got this Droplet still in our hand to level the Kennen. They're going to have to spend 7 mana on that again. That's very expensive. We could sign in here. I think our hand's getting pretty full.
Now you will see my final move.
Yeah, so our first win was an Ahri game. This is definitely looking more like a Kennen game. Alright, that's not too surprising. Let's see. Okay, so here if we do sign in, do we have an answer to this Hydrovine here? What we can do is we can get our stun back. That's an option.
Patience is a virtue.
I could Mourned plus sign in, pushing pushing 5 damage. How important is that? Sign in is hard to play. I think maybe we do it now.
Nature does not mourn. I will.
We can safely swing with the Kennen, by the way, because we can just Alright, so that locks out sign in. Do we sign in anyway? I don't think so. We Nopify that. Okay, what if we Lightning Rush here? Take care of that blocker. We have Nopify for second Vial. We're okay with getting Vialed at this point. It'll just hit a Mourned. I don't care that much. There's our win con.
Hide for a moment, run forever.
So we don't swing with the Tails of the Dragon, we swing with these.
Thunder.
They block here to prevent some Kennen damage, I think. Oh no, that makes more sense. So we're forced to double mark this. No, we're not, because we have quick attack. And we've already seen... Let's see. We've already seen 3 twins. So we can just do that. We shouldn't have done it in combat, though. Doing it in combat was wrong. We should have just let it through. Said okay, not giving them another option to respond. I don't know what they would have needed, like 4th twin somehow, but that was just poor sequencing. I just got greedy. Or got impatient, I should say. What does this have? This has a Droplet, I think. Nopify. No more value for you. Okay. Do we lock out our whole turn by playing sign in here? We could still recall something. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. This will draw us to 9. I don't think there's any need. If we're going to use God-Willow Seedling, we could do it here. We could get a stun back. Get an ephemeral fearsome blocker. That's nice. We might be at the time where we actually don't, block this encroaching mist just because of atrocity. Alright, there's a surrender. So yeah, just being able to deny their draw was really important there. Alright, I know this deck, so Reckoning, right? That'll be hard to play around. We could twin or we could recall to rescue some things. We also have deny for it. Do we keep deny? They could play Blade's Edge specifically for this matchup, but I think I don't think that's very usual. I don't think we keep the deny this early. We're running 2 of them. We just have to hope to draw into it. We're hoping to pick up recall here. Navori Conspirator. Alright, there's the deny anyway. I guess let's just mourn here. Let's get a recall. Let's get in 2 damage.
I will mourn you.
Alright, and from now on, we have to protect our things more. Because these classes, they don't play... Okay, so it turns out that droplet would have been good. We could play Feyblade Twirler into droplet plus Navori Conspirator. I like that. So I'm thinking they might play LeBlanc here, of course. They might play the 3/3 that adds a Yeti to the top of the deck. Now we have recall, so we can safely droplet, but we'd rather Navori Conspirator. I mean, we'd rather Navori Conspirator than recall. Do we get in for 5 here? Oh.
Places to go, people to be.
I'm okay with block plus frostbite. No? Okay. So here, if they pre-develop, I'm gonna droplet into shadow block recall. Reduce my cost by 1. Okay. So we can't droplet homecoming. Oh, we can kill that. Okay. Killing that seems good. Potentially. Or do we just, do we not kill it? Hold this back, use it as a quick attacker. Yeah, we're not going to kill it. We're not worried about this damage right now.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Okay, droplet first. We've got the recall if we need it. Then we'll mourn next round. The nice thing about mourning previously is this is going to take an action, and they can develop a better blocker for this Feyblade Twirler. But I've got this homecoming, so I'm not too afraid. I have deny for Reckoning.
I live.
See the Reckoning?
Break the silence.
Okay, they don't technically need to block. This deck doesn't play any burn. Yeah, holding up 8 mana seems very suspicious. That looks like Reckoning to me. Alright, so they go down to 1. Yeah, we can play this mourned. Can't do anything else. Alright, Tall Tales, they're below Reckoning. Reckoning is 6 mana. So let's do some things.
Looking for a daring escape?
Kennen is 3 out of 5. I think it's on the mourned.
Only the finest.
Okay, draw 3. Nice. Okay, so next mana we're going to have 6 plus 3. What do we want to be doing? We might want to deny for Reckoning. We might want a Homecoming. I don't think we need... we might want to recall something. But having another blocker is nice.
Hide for a moment.
Like, I win next round, and I have multiple ways to do that. So let's just, like, prevent losing.
Watch. Learn.
Surprised to
Okay.
see me.
So we'll block here. We'll block here and Homecoming.
Trouble.
Let's see. Let's shadow block here.
The hunter approaches.
Okay. Let's see if they go below Reckoning. They have to go below Reckoning to do anything. They can't do anything for 0 mana.
Now who's got the
They don't? Okay.
The black rose blooms once more.
So we're not allowed to do anything else this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. They might pass. They pass here, they burn mana, but they're encouraging me to develop into a Reckoning. Next round they'll be on 7 plus 3. They can't double Reckoning, so we don't have to worry about that. We're definitely going to develop into this board, I think. Let's see. No, we don't deny that. That's fine. Let's recall this copy of the Mourned. I think most of their damage cards cost at least 3, so we can now develop. So let's... Mourned,
I live for those who do not.
Droplet. Kennen.
I possess the secrets of Kinkou.
Okay, now by doing that, we have, of course, eaten into our mana next round. We now have only 3 mana to play with if we still want to keep Deny up. So we could, for example, Navori Conspirator, replay this Kennen. At this point, what do they have? Wait. No, let's Navori Conspirator our Mourned, right? Replay the Mourned, level the Kennen.
Time for a leap of faith.
Nature does not mourn. I will.
Yeah, so we'll deny Avalanche or Reckoning. Both would take a lot of his, yeah, a lot of his mana. There we go. An alternative play there was to... I didn't really have a good alternative. We would have had to like double buff an elusive. And there we go. So yeah, that's... Reckoning is this deck's ace in the hole. And I'm glad that we tried it ourselves recently so we know what to play around. Once you have that in mind, it's pretty much just a tempo deck. So basically just play against it, or like a mid-range tempo deck. Play against it like a mid-range tempo deck and watch out for 6 mana Reckoning. We've got a nice record. Alright, another bad matchup. We're against Elite Spiders. We could, if we start running into a lot of spiders, we could actually change our list and go Shadow Isles, because Shadow Isles is even in that matchup, and I think, or it's at least less bad. Alright, so Conspirator is really low tempo. I like Blade Twirler, I guess. It doesn't answer much on the defense. It answers like...
I have my orders.
It answers like Spiderlings, or I guess this 2-1.
Position.
Alright, we don't block with Kennen here because we've got the Ahri follow-up. Ouch.
I go where the winds blow. For now.
So on 2, they probably play... Okay, I'm happy to see that. Elise would have been a lot better for them.
To moonlight.
No blocks, right? Yep. So on round start, I'm going to play Kennen and stun this. But that gives them basically an action to develop. Alright.
I am lightning. I break the wind.
Ooh, do we Fey Blade Twirler here for a fearsome blocker? Interesting. No, I just want to prevent this damage. Now, do we take 7?
Damn it.
Victory at any cost!
Let's see. I'd rather kill this because it can be a blocker if they needed to. I don't think for 1 they have something that can kill this Kennen. We take 8. Oh, because this. Yeah. All right. It is what it is. We've got the Blade Twirler that can come down and actually like be a fearsome blocker or generate some pressure. But things are already looking rough. We've got the deny if they don't decimate this round. Okay. So now we can... What do we recall? Recalling Kennen feels kind of weird, but I want to make this Blade Twirler an attacker. Plus it's easier to block with Ahri.
Leap of faith.
Try to keep up.
So on the open swing, I think we block everything and we just sacrifice our Navori Conspirator. Okay, no open swing. What does that mean for us? This God-Willow Seedling isn't doing much. We could Kennen God-Willow. Get 2 marks.
Balance in all things.
Also, Kennen is almost leveled. Ouch.
This is the heart of the forest.
Alright. So Ahri blocks here.
Chase is on.
This blocks here. This blocks here.
Want to see these moves up close?
This blocks here.
You call that sneaky?
And we double mark this. They have 2 mana. A Brother's Bond, I guess, would be good here.
The tempest gathers.
Well, would it?
It's still gathering.
Brother's Bond would kill this. That's it, right? You only take 1 damage there. That's really nice. We've got another Kennen, so Kennen is leveled.
Underestimate. I dare you.
We've got Deny.
Should have said.
We do this now. Sure.
I am lightning. I break the wind.
And right now we might recall the Kennen if we want to generate more marks. Mark that. So anything that's marked, if we can generate another mark, then we can prevent a Noxian Fervor. But we have Notify for the Noxian Fervor, and we have Deny for the Decimate. They could actually do both. If they have exactly Noxian Fervor, Decimate, then playing Blade Twirler here is wrong. Let's see. Do we have like lethal somehow? We might have lethal if they can't get a blocker. Because currently we're showing 8 damage with our Twin Disciplines. So Feyblade Twirler, if they can't generate a blocker, could be lethal. They can. Okay, they generate multiple blockers. Got it. So, okay, actually the awkward thing about this is we're not going to be recalling anything. Are we? I guess we do.
Like that.
Alright, there's a mark, so we can... But they're just going to Noxian Fervor something else, so we can't count on these marks to deny the Noxian Fervor. We need to use Nopify.
Too slow.
Now who's got the upper hand?
We can actually deny that. No, we save deny for Decimate, definitely. Okay. Kennen.
I have mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud styles.
We've still got this Nopify open. So let's just pick things off.
Underestimate. I dare you.
I might do this since they're more likely to want to sacrifice it though. Yeah. Target the stronger thing. So we're very close to having gotten there. They're below Decimate mana. We've got Deny for the Decimate. We've got Nopify for the Fervor. They can't get in for any damage here.
Oh, it's on.
Ready to run?
Do I recall? So I can recall and replay Ahri and deny and Nopify. But then that doesn't die. Is that okay? It's not really, because we can't generate... This is better.
Can you hear your heart?
Ready.
Alright, let's see your cards. What have you got? I don't think any combination for them wins here.
Here's our chance.
We'll replay the Kennen.
I am lightning. I break the wind.
We'll mark. We'll Nopify the Noxian Fervor. We'll deny the second one if they have it.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Okay. We'll deny that. And then on the open swing, we can... They block here. We Twin Disciplines the 2-1. Alright. GG. We put Ahri to the right, I think. Actually, I'm not sure what's coming out of here. A droplet? Another Kennen? Okay. You still put it to the right? We've got another Nopify for good measure. Okay, let's twin. Here. Good game. You beat spiders, guys. You beat spiders. That's this deck's worst matchup. Let me pull this up again to show you. It's a really bad matchup. Oh, I just clicked away from the game sound. Anyway, we beat spiders. In a second, I'm going to pull up this deck's matchups. It was spam. Oh, also, Willow is streaming. Willow is streaming. Let's go, Willow. We might go ahead and host her at the end of my stream today. I've been going for almost 2 hours. I'll probably go for another hour. All right, let's get to Diamond. So spiders, very bad matchup. We keep Kinkou, of course. We keep Kennen on 1. Nopify is good later. We need more proactive things. Are you off work? Are you off work right now? I don't know. I'm not policing your business.
Mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud
No. Okay.
I have
All right.
orders.
We'll offer the trade. Take the trade. Right? You want to take that trade. Come on. It's just a Legion Saboteur. Ah. Alright, well, we've got a blocker for that. Kinkou Wayfinder is the way we're going to get some things going. We're going to get them mourned and start shuffling, start recurring those, right? Unfortunately, if we Blade Twirler here, then that means we can't God-Willow on the Dancing Droplet.
I pull the strings.
Do I take 6 here? Do I take 6 here and lose tempo? No. Gotta block this. If they don't attack with this, I just block the spider. I'm fine with that too.
In position.
Yeah, I've gotta... I can't just play my own game here. Like, I'm not allowed to droplet into God-Willow, draw some cards, get more options. Are they holding that back? That'd be very nice.
They hesitate, but we will strike.
They hesitate, but we will strike. Alright, just kill the spider.
Moves up close.
Anyway, we're having fun today. I'm playing the best deck in the game, so I can't complain too much. All right, we'll do this.
Here's our chance.
We get another one of these. We'll see if they try to use a Noxian Fervor. If we could get a Noxian Fervor out, that would be nice. Now our Blade Twirler can swing, and it can also be a Fearsome blocker. Unfortunately, we can't do this. Plus, yeah, we're playing the best deck. Like, the actual best deck and the best version of the best deck on the America's Ladder. Like, this is like, well, arguable. This and a slightly different version that runs like 2 different cards, or 3 different cards, are the best deck. And, yeah, I picked the one that is stronger into... Okay, no Noxian Fervor. I picked the one that is stronger against the decks that I've been seeing.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Okay. Now I can swing with this little ephemeral. No reason not to. Is this your first time actually watching me stream lately? It's been a lot of fun. And I've been explaining my plays. I've been losing games, except for today when I'm winning a lot of games. I think I'm at like... Lately, yes. I think I'm at like 6 wins, 1 loss with this deck today, so doing very well. That's like an 83% win rate, I think. I might have taken 2 losses. I might be like 7 wins, 2 losses. I don't think I've watched you for a year. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a year, except for these last few weeks, so that would make sense. Alright, they might just take 7 here. Nice. If they decimate, I've got Deny now. If they're gonna decimate next round, they have to basically show me immediately. I don't think I can afford to start spending 4 mana to deny something yet. Good win rate for the thumbnail? Absolutely, if I keep it up. Also, if I win this round, I also get up to the next higher tier. So that'll be good too. I have no good blocks here, so they can potentially get in for 6, putting me to 10. I can block a Spiderling though. I could Homecoming. Okay, so please no Absolver on top. No Absolver on top, nice. That gives me more good blocks.
They grow up so fast.
I'm about to resummon. I'm about to block with this Kennen. What are my blocks? I'm blocking here. I'm blocking here. I'm blocking a spider. Or I might actually be blocking a fearsome.
Waiting for the right moment.
Okay, I'm not blocking Elise, so let's mark Elise. This might block the Legion Saboteur, actually.
place.
Okay, they don't swing with Elise. That's very interesting. They do. Okay. Yeah, they should. Definitely should. Yes, I'm pretty sure this goes here. Alright.
Oh, it's on.
This goes here. This goes... Oh, I don't have a good block with that now. Makes things awkward. If I take 4, 5, okay. If I block with my droplet, what am I going to do next turn? Next turn I'm going to play Kennen. I have another droplet. They don't have 3 spiders now. So blocking that spider is actually nice. When they have 3 other spiders, along with Elise, Elise turns into Spider Queen Elise. And everything gets fearsome, which is hard to block. You need 3 power to block a fearsome unit. Pass. So we're gonna get the Elise kill. We've got multiple denies now. That probably won't be needed.
Now you've
Okay.
gone and upset it.
There. Do we deny a Noxian Fervor? Putting me to 9. I don't have a blocker for this. Next turn I'm going to have to Homecoming this. Yeah. I'll block a Noxian Fervor. Spending 4 mana to heal 3. Feels kind of bad, but it is what it is. Okay. So unfortunately... Oh, I am going to get a blocker with God-Willow Seedling. That's very nice. What did I God-Willow Seedling? My Kennen? Is Kennen going to level? That would be cool. Then Kennen becomes a fearsome blocker. They shouldn't block this. Yeah, they don't. Okay. If this is a Kennen, I'm happy. It is a Kennen. Nice.
You will see my final move.
So if they develop, then I will... Okay, so I think the best thing they could have might be Decimate here. Because I don't really want to be denying this. I kind of want to be playing Homecoming. But now that I have this other 2 mana play, I guess it's better. This is looking pretty good for me. Yeah, this is a hyper aggro deck that aims to rush down the board and then burn you with over-the-top damage with things like Decimate, which deals 4 to your Nexus, Noxian Fervor, destroy your unit, deal 3 to the Nexus, things like that. They surrendered! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, we won it. Nice.
Hippest style.
Diamond 4, baby. This is the highest that I've climbed recently. I've only gotten to Diamond since... Like, I have gotten Masters before, but in the last 6 months of playing, I've only gotten to Diamond. Alright, there we go. Hey YouTube, thanks so much for watching this video. You just saw me playing Ahri Kennen for the very first time. Now, as you could see from the video, potentially, depending on which clips I decide to include, you might have seen a few misplays there. There were 1 or 2 games that we might have thrown or overextended past how long they should have gone, but that's just the nature of this deck. It's very difficult to play. Even just the mulligan is pretty challenging. For example, I was keeping cards like the Mourned in the mulligan pretty often, but then there were certain games where I just kept drawing the Mourned and I had like 3 of them, but nothing else to do, and the chip damage didn't matter, and I lost. So let me just go through the deck list really quick. I won't be suggesting a lot of changes because this is a very refined deck. It doesn't have a lot of flex spots, at least as far as I know. I'm still pretty new to it, but I'll still be explaining the quality of the cards and you know, whether you want to keep them in the mulligan and so forth. So Dancing Droplet is very essential to this deck. Dancing Droplet is your draw engine. It's almost your whole draw engine. The only other draw card you're running is 2 Sign-In, Thousand Tailed, which can't come down until round 6. So pretty much always keep Droplet. It's especially strong with Navori Conspirator and Ahri. Definitely don't underestimate Navori Conspirator, by the way, because Droplet on 1 into Navori on 2, especially if you are attacking on evens, means that you get to play Navori Conspirator at the beginning of round 2 before they have a chance to interact with your Droplet. Whereas if you were to play Ahri, for example, they could just use Vile Feast at that point. Recalling it immediately, in other words, is able to evade your opponent's counterplay. Kennen, of course, comes in really clutch, helps to kind of tear up the board, and the stuns actually are pretty useful combined with the Absolver. So we're only running 1 copy of the Absolver in this deck. You could play another potentially, but when you give a unit Overwhelm and you stun its blocker, it will hit the opponent's Nexus for its full power. So just being able to... There was one game that I should have won against Lurk. I didn't win it, but I would have been able to line up all of my attackers, pre-commit the Absolver, and then the only block they had was against my Kennen, and then Kennen would have been able to generate multiple Marks of the Storm, and then I could just stun the blocker, and then I would have won the game. Let's see what else here. I'm not going to touch on all of these cards. Recall, definitely Recall, Nopify, and like Twin Disciplines. Try to have one of these before you play the Dancing Droplet if possible, especially against a deck that's running pings. Again, Vile Feast, Group Shot, Go Hard, things like that. Try to keep one of those defensive spells. Fey Blade Twirler, yeah, I was able to put on some pressure. Oftentimes, you will find that you put your Fey Blade Twirler to the left of your Ahri if you're not going for a lethal push, because you'd rather deal like his 15 power if he's able to climb that high, rather than just essentially turn this Fey Blade Twirler on your board into a 3 damage Ahri. What else? Yeah, you could play another copy of the Absolver. And remember, this is just one version of this deck. There are other valid ones. I think the best 3 are probably this one and the Go Hard version, pretty neck and neck. Go Hard is obviously a splash of Shadow Isles. And then I've also seen people play this deck with Demacia, and then you'll either be playing Golden Aegis or Relentless Pursuit for your rally. Both of them are pretty similar in power level. What else? Yeah, I think other than that, I don't really have a lot to say about this deck. It went about as well as expected, if not better. It's just surprising, or it's kind of refreshing to play a strong deck that has plenty of options, that has a coherent game plan, that also has a lot of choices to be made. Everything I like in a deck, it's strong and it fits my play style. Excuse me. Everything I like in a deck, it's strong and it fits my playstyle. I don't care if it's tier 1, I was still having a good time, and I'm probably going to continue to play this deck some more off-stream. Anyway, that should do it. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. It means a lot. If you'd like, you could give this video a like and a subscription on the channel. That would do wonders for me as a creator, and that way you'll know when I post another one. I do post YouTube videos every single day of the week. And also, if you'd like to catch me live, I stream every weekday at twitch.tv/RoyceGaming, so you can catch me in action. That'll do it. Again, thanks so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow.